Gathered here, dearly beloved, are Spencer and Kayce Witt. 1 year ago, give or take, the beautiful, delicate, and elegant Spencer Witt took Kayce Nito to be his wife in the blessed sacrament of holy matrimony. Kayce, I can't tell you how amazing it is to see you up here today. The rock of the Nito family. You always gave me something to shoot for growing up. An ideal, something to measure up to. You're doing that again here today, Kayce. To wade through the chaos of life and find somebody you want to spend the rest of your life with? Come on. If that's not something to shoot for, I don't know what is.
I've looked the devil square in his face, been a brother, a rebel, been scared and been brave. I do all I can to try and get home, but I can't make a promise on
Spencer
what
Witt.
I don't know.
Who the hell did this hotshot think he was? Bribing the little siblings with candy, showing off his fancy ski boat on the lake. Wasn't gonna work with me. You weren't gonna win me over that easy. No way. This is really how I felt. Look at me here today.
I take my chances and cash them all in if I've got any left after
Now, Kayce and Spencer met when I was 10 years old, and I hated Spencer. Like, seriously. I was annoyed that Kayce's free time wasn't spent with me and was spent with him. And me being 10 years old, didn't realize that my 20-year-old sister didn't have to spend every single minute with me, but I really didn't like him. That was until I was stuck with him for a full week in his apartment when I was, I think, 12. Me and Kayce were in Utah, and we stayed at her house until the AC broke. So we had to spend the rest of the time at Spencer's house. Kayce had practice and school, so Spencer stayed with me. And after making him swim with me in the pool, making him buy me candy and Jersey Mike's and more, I finally thought, yeah, okay, he might be a good fit for Kayce. And ever since then, my respect for Spencer has grown.
I couldn't ask for a better man to spend their life with Kayce. Spencer, you've truly done it all. You've grown from wingman to brother-in-law to brother, in good times and in bad. Now, I'd be remiss if I didn't spend a little bit of time talking about the wedding last year. I think it's important, at least for a moment, we acknowledge the incredible amount of BS that comes along with planning a wedding. There's a lot, and I'm sure I only saw 10% of it. Now, when I said earlier that last year's wedding was beautiful, I meant it. And not because of the open bar, or the food, or the DJ, the massive floral arrangements, or the open bar. In fact, there was none of that. Things went up in smoke so quickly last year, I thought my poor father was going to have a heart attack. And once the dust settled, all we were left with was two people who, more than anything else, wanted to be married. So they gathered up what friends and family they could, and they did just that. No open bar, no DJ, no BS. And you know what? It's perfect.
I am so lucky to have someone who reminds me every day to follow my dreams, to work harder, and to enjoy life. I promise to be a shoulder to cry on and someone to laugh with. You are everything. I can wait to call you my husband. I love you more than anything, your future wife.
You know what, Skylar, you hit it good, and that's a whole, like almost a movie, what happened last year. And we could go on that. But for what we all witnessed between you guys, and then what Kelly and me and Susan and Marlo, what we went through in damage control in 11th hour. Kayce called on a Thursday when everything was kind of gone, and she said, I just want to marry my best friend, Dad. That's all I want to do. I just want to marry Spencer.
Kayce, do you take Spencer for your lawful husband to have and to hold from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish, until death do you part?
I do.
Spencer, do you take Kayce for your lawful wife, to have and to hold from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish, until death do you part?
I do.
And for the first time publicly, I happily introduce to you Mr. and Mrs. Spencer and Kayce Witt. You may kiss your lovely bride.
A team standing together against anything that dare try and oppose either of you. Inseparable. Understanding and learning from each other each and every day. Growing with each other. Become exactly the person you were each always meant to be. I can only fathom the amazing adventure the two of you have. Spencer, you may kiss your wife. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you, one more time, Spencer and Kayce Witt.